Hello again, I am Blunty, and sprawled before me today are 3 PC accessories from Razer, and all 3 are new refreshes of existing lines, and they all carry the additional branding of Chroma, because unlike their predecessor models, which all featured single-coloured lighting accents, the Chroma line have a full spectrum of user-definable colour options. Let's take the keyboard first. It's the BlackWidow Ultimate Chroma, a very pleasant keyboard which I gave the full review treatment of the non-Chroma edition to a little earlier this year, and I found it to be a really nice balance of no-nonsense gaming keyboard technology, including very tactile clicky-clacky mechanical switch keys, and a set of highly customizable macro keys, and inbuilt pass-through ports for headphone and microphone and USB to make life easier for those using desktop rigs. And everything nice I said about the monochromatic edition, of course, stays true here. It is essentially exactly the same keyboard, but what's changed is the new backlighting options. Instead of the standard Razer green, the only option for the original, now you can go any colour you like, and as before you can alter the brightness, you can have it breathe and pulse or stay constant. There's also a reactive mode which is pretty cool, just tap and it sort of throbs the colour and then fades away. I kind of like it. Or, as you saw, you have the ability to do a little party trick throb in waves of colours, which is catastrophically distracting if you're actually trying to, use the keyboard for something useful like typing or gaming, but it is a fun way to show off while it's sitting idle. The best bit though is how to let you set any key, any individual key, any colour you like. Absolutely perfect for colour coding various function types in keyboard heavy games, for example. Make heal commands blue, offensive commands red, defensive stuff green, whatever you like, however you like, or you could probably just draw a great big dong across your keytops if that's your thing. The software lets you set up multiple profiles, so you can colour code for individual games or game types, or have a game mode and a work mode, or whatever you like. In short, a very nice gaming keyboard just got a little bit nicer. The same is true of the Deathadder mouse. Now, regular viewers may already know this, but the Deathadder has been my own personal mouse of choice for years now, actually, and in fact I have repeatedly used it as the standard by which I've reviewed and measured other gaming mice against. It's tough as nails, highly responsive, it has a great feel and really nice weight to it. The braided cord resists tangles and is nice and long and is light enough to avoid dragging the mouse about. It's got extra function buttons, but without making things over complicated or clumsy. I really like this mouse, if you haven't picked up on it by now. Well, the newest version here, the Chroma, has everything I love about my older model, but it's also been made just a bit better around every corner. Of course, under the Chroma umbrella, that means you can now fiddle with the colour of the logo light, and more interestingly, because you can actually see it when your hand's on the mouse, the scroll wheel, and you can assign them individually, different colour for different part of the mouse, if you like. And just like with the keyboard, you can set multiple profiles up, setting stuff up like sensitivity, the default button assignments up alongside your colour choices to just how you need them for work or play or whatever. But there's also been some ergonomic tweaking, which made me nervous because, like I said, I really like the original, but the new rubbery pads on the lower sides make for an even better comfort and grip. So my favourite mouse just got better. There's nothing I don't like about that. So on to the headset, and here we're in kind of new territories. These guys are actually new to me. Once again though, regular viewers may be familiar with my views on a related model, the Razer Kraken Pro, an analog stereo headset. It's nicely built, it's got a nice sound, and the reason I like it so much is because it has an unusually good microphone for a headset in this price range. Well, these fellows are the Razer Kraken 7.1 Chroma. They follow the same design cues as my Kraken Pros, of course, including the retractable, flexible microphone boom, but as the name suggests, these ones are digital and pump 7.1 virtual surround sound right into your skull. Of course, the nature of presenting on video means I can't actually show that to you or show you how they sound or anything, but the surround sound does work rather nicely. They give a pleasant sense of the soundstage, and the software lets you finely tweak and calibrate the sound positioning to precisely how you want it. Overall, the sound is quite rich, tons of bass, which can get slightly on the muddier side of things if I'm going to be honest with you, but not catastrophically so. The mid-range is decent, and the highs are nice and crisp, but without ever getting harsh. And the microphone, like its Kraken siblings, is a noticeable cut above the competition when it comes to gaming headsets, especially those that live in the same kind of price bracket as these ones do. Which, by the way, at the time of recording is just under 170 Australian dollars. Not chicken feed, sure, but for this kind of build quality and this feature set for a surround sound gaming headset, it feels like good value to me. And like I keep saying, like I keep coming back to, with this quality microphone, it is very good value, because if you were doing things like Let's Plays and streaming on Twitch and whatnot, audio quality is so very important. You've all heard those Twitchers who use just those crappy gaming headsets that are all hissy and thin and pick up tons of room noise and just sound horrible. If you are going to be doing that kind of stuff, commentary, live, streaming, whatever it is, you really need a good quality microphone. And aside from spending, $300 or $400 on a really nice studio quality microphone, like the one I've been using for most of this review, this is a really good value way to get really good voice quality. And as you can hear, lovely and deep and rich. Gotta love it. And of course, it's part of the Chroma family, so even though you can't actually see it when they're on your head, you can flick the illuminated logo on the side of the cans to whatever hue of the available spectrum of 16.8 million colours and tones that you want. Weirdly, they've left the light on the microphone out of the colour changing fun. It's white, and white only. You can have any colour you like as long as it's white, which technically I guess includes all the colours mixed in it, because that's what white light is. Anyway, it's an odd exception to the otherwise full customizability of the lights everywhere else on the Chroma family, but, it's hardly a deal breaker, is it? Oh, and yes, I should also mention these are also compatible with the PlayStation 4. Although, of course, being USB, you'll be plugging it into the console, not the headset port on the controllers. But the cable is only about 2 meters long, so that may be a factor for you. So, 3 Razer products here, 2 upgrades from models I already like and personally recommend, and 1 new to me, surround sound headset, which impressed. So, if you're looking for some upgrades to go with your gaming rig, or perhaps a Christmas present or two for the derblinkenlight loving gamer in your life, well, it's worth popping these on your shortlist. They're quite nice. Thanks for watching, I am Blunty, and I will catch you next time.